My portrait is of Charmaine Watkiss. She's a friend, colleague. She's also a drawer. So it was pretty natural for me to choose her. And I'd always wanted to do a collaboration with her because our work, even though we're both drawers, the work is underpinned by storytelling and the capturing of conversations, also a rewriting of documents and really trying to hone down truths that have been either eradicated or bent to the will of the person or people or states that were in charge. And for me to have this collaboration was more than just drawing and making work with an artist. It was a point of real equity. Creating this work was really quite special because of the collaborative nature of the process. My work is usually telling the stories of other people who sometimes feel uncomfortable being drawn, uncomfortable having the spotlight on them. And my job as the creator of that work would mostly be about gaining trust and helping someone else to really speak the truth that they really want to. And a lot of the time, those conversations are not always the most comfortable. Whereas in comparison, my work, and in particular this piece with Charmaine, was something very different. It was very easy. I didn't have to convince her that I was trustworthy. I didn't have to coax and make her feel that I was a safe pair of hands. We're friends. We know each other very well. And we've never worked together in that way. But when we do get together, we basically laugh a lot and talk a lot about art and the parallel paths that we are treading right now. We both gave up our other careers at the same time and have been working towards this role of artists for the same amount of time. Not only are we similar in age, but we both aim to capture something in our work that we feel has been lost or hasn't been done before. And it's the capture of conversation, it's the capture of people's histories. With Charmaine, it's felt very equitable and very freeing. And it was just so restful being able to talk about her process as well as my process and know that I was free to make a drawing that was heartfelt, that gave a glimpse into who I was, as well as a glimpse into who she was, even though she uses her own face in a lot of her works. Those works are not about her. She uses her face as that every woman, whereas in my work, I very rarely use my face. I don't do self-portraits because I find them too intrusive. Seeing me within the work is not the most comfortable thing for me to do. However, with Charmaine, I felt at ease and I started to look, as she does, at my own heritage. And part of that gives me a feeling of uncomfortableness. However, with Charmaine, and through our discussion and conversation, we were able to really hammer out those feelings of negativity. And it really gave me the courage to talk about aspects of my heritage that I feel uncomfortable about. And with a friend and with an artist, that language just flowed really easily. And it did give me the courage to take a slightly different approach and use symbolism in my drawing with Charmaine. And how that symbolism is shown is through an animal, the native bird of Jamaica. But it is there as a symbol that at the same time honors what she's doing, doesn't take over, but those conversations have really allowed me to see the beauty in a personal heritage and culture that I sometimes neglect. And I think that's the power in creating a portrait, something so intimate, with someone who knows you intimately. How do I feel about being here in this gallery? Well, that silence is a silence of me being overwhelmed. I first visited this gallery quite a few years ago and thought, not only is it beautiful, but it's a gallery that was really holding my interest and really doing work that I really felt was important. And to be here amongst some artists that I've admired for a long time is breathtaking and a huge honor to feel that the work that I do is important and is being recognized for its place in history and what it is saying and what it will say in the future about the people living in Britain now, who we are. I know that the work is in safe hands and it's telling a story that is unique, I think, and honest. And that is what it means to be in this institution. I am beyond proud.